Okay, so the book I did was Slam, and it's by Nick Hornby. The genre is Bildungsroman. The year of publication is 2007. And I first heard about this book. I didn't really hear about it. I just kind of found it on Mr. Booktallia's bookshelf and read the back and thought it sounded like a good book. I'd recommend this book to teenagers and young adults because some of the content isn't suitable for younger children, and some of the older ages, like parents and grandparents, might not really understand the book that much. My overall rating from a 1 out of 10 is a 7. I thought the book was similar to Perks of Being a Wallflower because both of the main characters are trying to find themselves and they're in high school and they're going through all of the peer pressure of high school and all of the problems that high school brings. So the exposition in the book is we basically meet this 16-year-old boy named Sam, and he lives in London, and he's a skateboarder, and he starts dating this girl named Alicia, and it's his first serious girlfriend. The rising action is Alicia actually becomes pregnant, and while they're still trying to figure out if Alicia's pregnant or not, Sam gets whizzed into the future and sees his life with Alicia being pregnant and having the baby. The climax is their son Rufus is born, and then after that, the following action is all of Sam's imaginations come true. Like all of the times he was visited into the future, it comes true, and he actually meets his son. The resolution is Sam and Alicia kind of cope with their differences, and before she got pregnant, they were split up. So both split up, and they find different people that they are interested in and cope with that. The protagonist, I would say, is Sam. He's 16. He gets his girlfriend Alicia pregnant. The supporting actors is Nick. Actually, his role model is Tony Hawk, but Tony Hawk never makes an actual appearance. He's just kind of like a figure in the story. He's the one that's whizzes into the future, and he kind of acts as someone that Nick can always talk to. And then there's Alicia, which is Nick's ex-girlfriend and Ruth's mother. And then Nick's mom also, and she had Nick at a young age, so she kind of knows what it's like to be a teen parent. So the setting, time, and place, it takes place in London, and we go to the skate park, downtown London, Starbucks, Sam and Alicia's house, and the hospital. It takes place in modern day, about 2 to 3 years. The themes are you pay for your actions and don't try to grow up too fast. Symbolism is skateboarding, is Sam's youth. It represents his youth and what he had before he had to grow up and be a father. And also Tony Hawk represents a friend and friendship the father that Sam never had, really. Cool quotes. Both of them are from Sam's mom. One of them is all the things you could do, all the ways you could hurt me, meaning that his mom always tried to instill in him to be careful because she was a teen parent and she knows how hard it was. So that's one of the ways that she never wanted Sam's life to go in. And she also says he had a future too because Alicia's parents are really worried about her future and says that she was going places, but Sam also had a bright future. So imagery, I think the author does a really good job of showing imagery, and he does it from Sam's point of view, and Sam's obviously he is expecting a child, so he's a scared 16-year-old, and he does a really good job of explaining his thoughts and how frantic he is. I felt as if that I was in the book, or I was listening to the conversations, just because of how detailed he got, and down to the littlest things, my mom did this and then Sam did this. I thought he did really good. His style of writing is, since he was writing from the point of view of Sam, who's the 16-year-old, he described a lot of immatureness and ignorant ideas, and how the different ways that Sam tried to get out of things. And then I don't have the back of the book, but basically it's just a summary of the book. connections. There's been times where there's been like change that has occurred in my life that is different, or I've been scared and confused about those changes. Like Sam's scared and confused about bringing a child into this world. I've been scared and confused about like things that have changed in my life, like coming to the high school and family changes. I predict that Alicia and Sam are going to get back together. I mean, like I said, that book ended where they were, like, seeing other people and they were split up. But I think that, like, when Ruth gets older, they're going to eventually, like, come back to each other. Oh, and then the 5 facts about the author is Nick Hornsby is an English teacher and a screenwriter. Number 2, he lives in Highbury, London, and this is where all of his books take place. 3, books have sold more than 5 million copies worldwide as of 2009. And 4, pop music and mixtape enthusiast. He's a pop music and mixtape enthusiast. Other books by him is A Long Way Down, How to Be Good, About a Boy. I like this book because it's Bildungsroman, and I really just like coming-of-age stories. As I said, my overall rating was a 7 from a 1 out of 10. I really enjoyed the book. I read it in 3 days, and I just really liked how the story was told from Sam's point of view. I think that teens would connect to the stories because they mention a lot of issues in high school and like the struggle of like sex and teenage pregnancy. I think that teenagers and young adults should read this just because the language is geared more towards them and they're in that stage where they can kind of relate to some of Sam's point of views. So, yeah, thank you.